life and living, several women made their way across the dim-lit path of mourning by the crosses where it led, along a garden wall of flowers to the places of the dead. With the spices in their hands and with the burdens of their heart, they were coming to the tomb to see if they could do their part, to give some honor to the one who had so shamefully been tried, cruelly beaten, mocked and ridiculed, disgraced and crucified. They didn't come to see a miracle that early Easter day. They only hoped that someone there would help them roll the stone away. And so they missed the morning miracles right there before their eyes. In the new day God had given when the sun began to rise, and every bird took wing and sang of spring, announcing loud and clear what every flower that grew well knew, that is, that life was surely here. You know, the miracle of life was not a stranger to their eye. Don't think that they had never seen a newborn baby cry. And don't believe that they were blind to all the wonders of God's power, how a mustard seed becomes a tree, the beauty of a flower. And they had seen with their own eyes of sight far greater things than these: a cripple made to walk again, the calming of the seas. They saw the blind restored to sight again, a deaf man made to hear, and many countless others cleansed and healed. It was all very clear that there was life they had not realized till he touched it with his love. And they knew that life was such a gift of love from God above. And if they had reservations about anything he said, they did not doubt his awesome power when he raised Lazarus from the dead. Now, do you think that they were ignorant of all he caused to be? No. They knew miracles of life that few men ever get to see. And they knew Jesus was the Lord of life, and life that he could give was so much more than just existence. It was life that they could live. It was hope beyond the tragedies, the sorrows, and the tears. It was peace to know that God was God, the refuge of their years. It was joy to know that living had a purpose as it should. It was love to know in everything God worked it out for good. Yes, the Lord had given life to them they had never known before. And they trusted in his word that there was greater life in store for them beyond the grave, for he would save and give them life forever in the mansions of his heaven, where the curse of sin could never touch their lives again. And sorrow and all pain would then be gone, where everlasting songs of life and love and joy go on and on. No, it wasn't that they didn't know the life that he had led. It was the fact that now, beyond all life, the Lord of life was dead. And if that didn't make a difference, then no one had ever tried to look for meaning when the life they loved was someone who had died. There is no power that you can muster that will open up the grave. There is no hope, and life is useless. There is no power to save. Then all you see is darkness through the sunshine, though the sunshine lights the path, and every bird on wing can only sing of agony and wrath. And the flower that lives and blooms and grows before your very eyes is only something to be pitied, for soon it fades and dies. Now, perhaps it was enough to find the stone was rolled away, but that was only done so that everyone could see the truth that day. That what the Lord of life had promised actually happened in that tomb. He had risen from the dead and had escaped from certain doom. Now the cords of death were broken and the victory had been won, for what simply could not happen was absolutely done. And now the fact of it is evident that no one could deny that Jesus Christ was truly God, who came to earth that he might die and pay the price for our rebellion and to rescue us from gloom by his sacrificial death and then his rising from the tomb to win a place for us in heaven for eternity someday, and to bless our life with living, love, and peace in every way. For now the word of God was certain and each promise made secure, and in that resurrection miracle, the gospel will endure. Give that life and hope to every Christian till his final breath, when the Lord of life will carry him from life and then through death to the joy of life eternal with the Lord forevermore, where the sorrows are forgotten, the troubles of before. But did you come this Easter morning as the women to the tomb, looking not for any miracle to chase away the gloom, but simply looking for a ray of hope to brighten up the day? If only this, that someone help you just roll the stone away. That the obstacle before you now, whatever it may be, that seems to block your way and give you grief, be gone and you be free, so you can struggle on to find some joy, some hope, some love, some peace, somewhere in this existence where the troubles never cease. With every day you go on living, you can call it that, where your life is more like dying, and that is where you're at. And come again to view the open tomb where you were given life, and a reason for your living, and a joy in your strife, and a love that lasts a lifetime and sustains you through the tears, and gives you hope and faith and peace with God through all the coming years. Yes, the miracle of Easter is the life that Jesus gave when he died for our forgiveness and arose from death's dark grave. But there's another Easter miracle that God alone can do. That's when the resurrection miracle gives life and hope to you. And you can stand beside a loved one who is slipping fast away and confess with utter confidence that there will come that day when you will meet again in heaven